Apple is a great technology company, and I made mostly Apple products, and I've always been an Apple user for the most part. However, they are not perfect, and I do want to highlight their flaws that could lead them into oblivion realistically. So, without further ado, let's get into them. The first major flaw of Apple is that they are getting way too political. Specifically, Apple has close ties with many governments, and they promote ideas such as what I'd nickname Hollywood diversity. All comments about that will get their offers blocked ASAP as soon as I see them. And climate change. Comments about that are also getting nixed immediately with their commenters getting blocked. The problem with that is that if the company is political, then there will always be more people disagreeing with them because of the corporation's political views, rather than simply disagreeing with the company's product or service. Or to explain it to you like you're 10, it's like Apple supporting Joe Biden and Donald Trump and his fans disagreeing with Apple because they support Joe Biden, rather than just simply because they think Android is better, which of course, Apple getting political could lower their sales that way. Second flaw of Apple is that they offer too many devices to choose from, which is why Apple's stock value dropped so drastically in the mid to late 1990s. Now, why Apple offering too many Apple products is bad exactly is because not only are their product lineups too confusing for people to comprehend, but majorly because each of their products is not exclusively competing against other companies' products, i.e., for example, the iPhone 14 Pro Max versus the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra competing against each other, but also their own products. For example, the iPhone 14 Plus and the iPhone 14 Pro. That makes it more difficult to sell each product when Apple also has to worry about their other products and their type to sell people on just one of them. The third issue of Apple is that they seem to be moving their business model towards everybody's favorite subscription services. I'm being sarcastic. People hate subscription services like Apple TV Plus and Apple Music. Now, some of Apple's subscription services do make sense, like Apple Music and iCloud Plus. However, the rest of them do not make much sense. There are already too many streaming services, so why should Apple TV Plus exist to add to the confusion? Who do you know has Apple Fitness Plus, Apple Fitness Plus, Apple News Plus, Apple Fitness Plus, or Apple Arcade, which isn't even in cloud gaming? Who wants to pay for a bundle like Apple One for a bunch of useless services? I think nobody. The fourth major issue of Apple is that the iPhone 14, 14 Plus still have the A15 chip from last year's iPhone 13 Pro, despite them not being much cheaper than the iPhone 14 Pro. I know that average consumers are not going to care what chip is on their phone. I know that the A15 and A16 are not very different. However, what if somebody is looking at the compare charts on Apple's website and notices that the iPhone 14 and 14 Plus don't have the A16 chip, or if they're looking at Apple's iPhone 14 page, they could easily get confused and think that the A15 is garbage when it's not, but at the same time, in two of the phones they're in, being the 14 and 14 Plus, it is because, honestly, Apple, that's a bit ridiculous. And even Apple should have known that people would hate that. Of course, these are just my opinions about what is wrong with Apple, and what do you think Apple needs to fix? Please comment that down below, and please remember to be polite, and please remember to actually have knowledge about technology before commenting, because if I know some people who do not exactly have great knowledge of technology and just think that Apple products are overpriced. As always, I'm the iTunes fanboy, and peace out.